Worms. They're weird, primitive creatures that seem to just squirm around senselessly. But this simplistic behavior is exactly what we're looking for in our endeavors to digitize a living brain. Now, look at this. This looks like a robot being controlled by an Ewok, but actually the robot isn't being controlled at all. What you're looking at is a copy of the brain of a Caenorhabditis elegans, or C. elegans. This is the digital brain of a worm on a computer chip inside a Lego robot. This little guy is a simulated brain that's just navigating on its own. Well, navigating the best way that a worm bot can. To do this, the scientists put sensors on the robot's nose and tail. So if they meet a wall, they know to turn around, just like a real C. elegans. But as simple as this robot seems to be, getting to this point took a long time. Researchers spent decades looking at each and every cell in the C. elegans and how it works with the cells around it. Then other researchers built a program that could mimic that interaction. Each one of these boxes represents a neuron interacting with the environment. They could do this because scientists have a complete map of every single cell in the C. elegans and their functions. It's the worm's connectome, and it holds around 1,000 cells and all 302 neurons of the worm. So once you've digitized how every cell and neuron interact, you sort of have the digital version of the C. elegans. By simulating a brain at the cellular level, the researchers can watch larger aspects like movement, for example, emerge naturally. Or, put another way, they turned on the simulation and let the worm bot just be a worm bot. They do this by taking the connectome and some algorithms and a precise anatomical map and combining them together. Then they throw that into a simulator, which is very complicated, and I don't pretend to understand how it all works. But the important thing is what happened once they flipped on the power. The robot just behaved like a living C. elegans. I mean, almost. The researchers are starting small. They didn't want the robot to do a lot of stuff, so it's just interacting with the muscles of the robot. It doesn't have independent instinct, it's not going to start looking for food or anything yet. Those behaviors are on the agenda for the researchers, but they just wanted to get the digital organism moving first. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is a huge step towards some crazy scientists digitizing and uploading human brains into robots. Not really. Not really. These scientists are mapping this worm's brain and creating an accurate digital simulation because we still don't know a lot about how our brain works. This project's success could completely change the way we map and understand our own brain. Plus, with this application, we could possibly get rid of squishy living organisms in labs and could rely on computer simulations of those organisms instead. There's nothing to fear. C. elegans are only about 1 millimeter long. It'll take a while before we start digitizing your brains. For more science in your day, subscribe to Seeker. Are you wondering how our brains power our thoughts in the first place now? Don't worry, we've got it here. Did you know that the C. elegans is the first and currently only animal with an entirely mapped connectome? That's pretty cool. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.